Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Miami Dolphins. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Miami. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Wilson. It's caught on the right side, Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Open man is Atwell, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. The Dolphins had 10-5 to start play, and they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A gain there of 21 yards. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And they work this gets near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal from the 6. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Roach, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
That's taken on the 25. Now a hit and a loose football. It looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now a 2nd and 2. They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. How did he stay on his feet? And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
They'll run. Achane. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll run on and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richards. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. To throw is Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Browns! A great play there. 38 yards. And the Browns are back within a score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
The 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Now it's Wilson. And the hook up to Brown. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner. Use a barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is... That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over on 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. To that well. 65 yards. As His guys are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and there's everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. That bumps us up to a three-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up three possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Now 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Roach. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And it's fielded at the 34. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Wilson. Gets this one to Hill. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12. Brings up third down and 8.
Third and 8. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. From midfield now, here's Wilson.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. Third and 10.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got the connection to Moore.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
On first down, Wilson. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Miami Dolphins. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Second and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Browns 14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Watson, off play action. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter. but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. To throw is Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running left, Achane busts through the tackle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins have opened the lead up to 30. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On first down, back to Achane. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They go play action with Wilson. Flushed out right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. On the handoff, it's Achane. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Dolphins just continue to roll. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
On first down, Roach. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to. Second down and 4. Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go. Cummings. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cummings. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it with Achane. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw? Extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th
pick of the ball game.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
From the gun on third, Watson. That's going to be knocked away.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at the 33. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. First and goal inside the 10. A very short field to work with now. First and goal after the great punt return.
And they'll give this to Achane.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
The Browns drive about to get started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
From the end zone, Watson. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over.
Fielded just inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a first. Taking it right down Broadway. He may go. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. 71 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what